There you go.
What's up, everybody? It's Shane here with Vince the Anomaly, and we're at Systems Training Center. This is where we used to train back in the day, years back. When I first moved to California from Philadelphia, I was looking for a gym that I felt safe in. I was looking for people that I could eventually become friends with, people who were of different levels, right? When I came in here, there were pro fighters, there were people who were just getting started, there were people at my level, and I felt comfortable at this gym. I felt like, you know, we bonded together and we really started a family quick, and I felt safe here. So Vince is going to talk about a system of belief here that's adopted from Frank Shamrock. I know you said Ryan Holiday also talks about this as well, known as the plus, minus, and equal. So it doesn't matter what level you're at as a martial artist. If you're just getting started, if you're a professional fighter, this is one thing that you should be looking for in a gym.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said, Frank Shamrock created this thing, and it started to spread because it makes sense, right? You want to be at a place where there are people better than you that you can learn from. There are people equal to you that are going to challenge you and help you make those steps, right, to grow. And then there are people who are the minuses, but they're just people who aren't up to your skill level. Now, these people you can teach and you can help them grow, and often, you know, as we know, if you start teaching a little more, you start to learn more yourself. So that's one way to do it. But I've always thought of it too, like as a minus, if I'm training with someone who's maybe like a little bit more new to the sport, if I'm going to spar with them, I'm going to go really light, obviously, but I'm going to work on some stuff that I need to work on. So maybe I'm really bad at southpaw. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to structure it so that I stay in southpaw the whole time, and that person actually starts to challenge me a little bit. So there's ways to kind of go up and down this minus, equals, and plus type of system. Now, to flip that on its head, if you're maybe more of the minus person in the room, it's actually good to get a bunch of positives around you, right? Yeah, I look at my own experience. When I first started training here at Systems, you know, they're celebrating their 10-year anniversary. 10 years ago, I was over here. We didn't really know what we wanted with fighting. Like, a few of us were like, yeah, I want to make the UFC. And a few of us were just starting out, me being one of them, right? But we had guys like Christos Giagos in here who were like on that cusp of, hey, like he's pretty close. Yeah. And I think him just being there, me being the minus to his, you know, big plus for me at the time is like, oh, that's kind of attainable. Now I can see what's going on. Now I can see that this is a possibility for me. So that allowed me to keep training with these guys and use guys who are at my same level, who would be at my equal, to slowly work my way up. But then again, having that vision of the Christos Giagoses, the Terrion Wares, who were my teammates who ended up making UFC, Eric Gonzalez as well, fought out of here. It all happened because we had that initial plus, you know?
Yep. And then Vince is being humble, but Vince then made it to the UFC. Once he saw that it was achievable, he took inspiration from these guys and then made the run himself. Proud of you, man.
Thanks, man.
And don't let this get to your head, and when you walk into a gym, you're looking for the minuses, you're looking for the pluses. It's going to happen naturally, and I think if you're in a good gym, whether people consciously know about this theory here or not, a good gym is someone who caters to whatever level you're at, right? If you're going against a pro and they realize that you're a little bit more green, they're not trying to just murder you. They're trying to work to your level, and again, they're trying to work on their weaknesses while you can continue to work too. They're trying to coach you. They're trying to help you evolve, because ultimately you want to bring someone who is a minus up to your level, right? Because now you have a more competitive, challenging training partner, and now you get to work together and you can level up together. So again, I use the word family because a martial arts gym should be that. It should be, you know, you should see those minuses as a younger sibling, as a younger brother or sister, and someone you really want to be tough and to be strong and to be better than you someday, maybe even, right? And that's, to me, that's like a true coaching mindset. So even if you're not a coach yourself, I think if you can be coaching minded, that's key here, and that's really who we cater to on Magnus. Vince and I have tons of courses on Magnus.io. We have live streams on there. Vince breaks stuff down, more mental stuff, accountability stuff we have on there as well. Tons of coaches, tons of athletes from around the world. So if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, I think you should definitely give it a try. It is only $30 a month. So a tremendous resource for people who do belong to a gym and are looking to excel, or for people who don't have access to a gym or haven't joined one yet and are just looking to get their feet wet. I'm going to stop blabbering. Is there anything else that we missed on this topic here?
I mean, you pretty much nailed it. I think one thing you do want to think about, though, is if you're at too far of one end of the spectrum on that, it's going to be not really a good gym fit. Like if you come in and you're brand new and there's only professional people who just want to fight and they're at this level, that's not really going to work out. And same thing, if you're a big fish in a small pond, that's not going to work out either. So if you're evaluating where you are with gyms and where you want to be, I think this plus minus equal thing is a very good thing to take a look at.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And how's that saying go? If you're the best person in the room, you're probably in the wrong room.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So you're only as good as the people that you're training with. So yeah, I think that's a really good point. Is be honest with yourself, depending on the gyms that you're at, and yeah, be a good training partner. All right, everybody, check out Magnus. Follow Vince on Instagram. Subscribe to Fight Tips. You know the deal. Until next time, I'm Shane.
Vince the Anomaly.
Fight Tips for the underdogs.